I'm sorry you lost all your stuff, John.
Yeah, I know it was there for so long too.
First death of the series, though. To be
I
fair,
can't feel too bad about that one.
it was always going to be one of us. And you are the sacrificing one, so...
I didn't die to blood magic.
No, you died to Thaumcraft, which is really rather ironic, because you weren't even practicing Thaumcraft.
My death to blood magic will come later.
Oh yeah, no, that's a given. At some point, you are going to get way too greedy, and nothing good is going to come of it. I am absolutely certain of that.
Gonna make a Thaumcraft chest.
Yeah. Wood.
You keep grabbing the record as... Oh no, it just flew it a different direction. There we go.
I was gonna say, I didn't think I grabbed a record. Oh. Crafting table.
Let's see how... Did you load this thing up with a bunch of ores? Just to see.
Not a whole bunch. I mean, for the most part,
Oh, this thing is nice.
yeah. For the most part, it's just kind of on an as-needed basis. I mean, I could probably load it up if I wanted to, but I thought it'd be more useful just to kind of use it when we need it. And right now we have a lot of stuff kind of made already between, between these two ore chests. So if we need to, we can always load it in there, and it won't take too long to get done. Well, now that I'm actually back here, I guess I'm gonna make my inscription table. That's the whole point of what I started doing. It didn't end up that way, though. Ended up much more interesting than that. That's alright, though. At least it was interesting.
Oh man, I used up my diamond too.
Yeah, and...
Then we got plenty of those. And I did put my emerald down on the table before I went off on my quest to die.
Oh, hey. Thank goodness for that, then. At least you didn't lose that. That would have been devastating to lose an emerald. We don't have very many of those.
Let's get back to work, slowly making my way up through the blood magic book. Which, incidentally, we lost a quest book too.
Ah, that's alright. You can make new quest books. If we needed to. I think. Where are those books? Are they in here? Yeah, hardcore quest book. Is made by combining a book with string.
Okay.
Which is not too bad. Alright, I have an oculus and an inscription table. Which apparently is the start on my first spell. To make a spell, you need to create an oculus and unlock one spell shape and one component. You start with 3 blue skill points to make this possible. Then craft a writable book and head to an inscription table. There are 3 sections of the inscription table UI. Source contain all known shapes, components, mods. Shape group section by brown squares. Multiple brown squares. Oh my gosh, maybe I just need to put this thing down and look at it. Dragging shapes or mods from the source region. Interesting. Oh, maybe I skipped something. Once your shape groups are created, drag the spell parts you want in order from the source. Once your combination is complete, go to Crafting Altar and place your book containing the spell on the lectern. Throw in a blank rune. Oh my gosh, this is complicated. Alright, so Crafting Altar apparently is something that I need to make. What the heck is a crafting altar?
I'm glad you happened to be smelting some glass. I actually used that for the dagger, apparently.
That makes sense and is also terrifying. Oh, that's a lot of items. Blocks. Crafting altar. Okay.
just gonna go ahead and put a crafting table over here.
Crafting altar is a component of a multi-block structure. Ventium dust and stone. It's a shame that these colors don't actually link back to something. That'd be nice. Alright, well, this is confusing, so... I guess the first thing I will do... I should have some Ventium ore in here. I think I mined a little bit. Rhenium, bauxite, Ventium.
We're out of string, aren't we?
Oh, probably. Aha, I can get 2 Ventium dust from the pulverizer. Fantastic. Pulverizers are so useful. The fact that they work outside of the mod they're designed for is just great. Alright, so maybe Ars Magica is not something I should be getting involved in just right away because holy crap, this looks complicated. I may want to read up on this before wasting a lot of people's time on me reading this damn book. But it seems pretty nifty, so... It's one thing I've never done before, so I feel like if I don't at least try it, it's not being really fair. Crafting altar.
Get that sense of discovery.
Uh-oh.
How much wood did I take with me?
Oh no!
I grabbed it.
Yep. I tried to put it down and it was invisible. It's still invisible. What the hell? Alright, so apparently that doesn't work by itself the way it's supposed to. Apparently I can only put that down on a multi-block structure. But I have no idea what that means, so... I guess I'm just going to have to put down this Oculus thing and play around with it and see where it takes me. I'm going to put it in my tower, though.
Until we get more cotton, I think...
Oh. Interesting. Oh my gosh.
I think I'll go ahead and create some sort of a pen for the animals.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. This thing is literally just an eyeball. Defense, utility, affinity. Huh. Oh, interesting. I guess depending on the spells you use, you start picking up an affinity towards various elements.
Oh, that rung a bell in my head. We got an affinity book in one of these chests.
Oh, you know what? Oh, and I know we found that. I betcha that makes you automatically start tending towards or away from one particular affinity if you use it.
It's an ice affinity tome.
Well, looks like ice affinity has the effect of frozen footsteps, water, frozen footsteps, lava, and cold-blooded. I don't know what that means, but I would have to guess that it means that when you walk over water, you freeze it. Should be interesting. Oh, apparently that's a blue one. Okay, so there's a big... Defense, self, offense, projectile. Wow, this is a complicated UI, but I think I understand it. So if I get touch, target non-solid blocks, dig, and then dig, that took 2 blue points. Light, feather touch, place block. That, I don't know what those symbols mean. But if I have those now unlocked, does that mean I can come over to here and do touch? Oh, at least one component is needed. Do I do that and that? Oh, Where do I put the component? In here? Trying to figure out how you use this UI. Okay, so I can't put that there at all.
I'll probably end up changing this material once I decide what I want to make it out of.
Oh yeah, for the pen.
Yep.
Okay, so that lets me do that. What's this say again for this book? What's this say?
And you die and you just keep realizing things that you just took for granted in your inventory. It's like, oh, I don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna make a long, foreboding pathway from the pen to the altar.
Oh, I have to create a writable book. Okay. I bet that's why it's freaking out. It's because I don't have a... Is that a book and quill, or is that a...
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. Maybe it's just a book and quill. Maybe that's all this is. Do that, though. Do I need... Black dye, black stain, ink set... Darn it. Book, quill, ink. Oh, so it's nighttime. Sleep?
Okay. Just go down a few floors.
That's just what I would need, would be for creeper or something else terrible to show up. Wandering hungry node. Oh, nope, that's a skeleton. Don't shoot me out of the air. He tried.
So are those nodes something that will appear, or once you
No, well, I don't know, actually.
once you take one out, if anything will ever show up there again?
I think they do spawn. I don't think... I mean, I think they spawn on world gen, but I think they can continue spawning. I think it's based on the aura of the surrounding area. Fancy schmancy talk? I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Shapeless craft, book and quill, and then grab another book just in case this isn't what I was asking for. On second thought, putting this all the way over here probably was a really stupid idea. But eventually I want to move all this stuff over here. Oh, there is one thing I do want to do, if you can get re-equipped before we end for the night, John. There is a cave underneath our towers. And I believe it to be filled with a skeleton spawner.
Okay. That sounds more interesting than what I'm doing.
And I think I would like to try to knock it out. I think I'd also like to try to figure out why this dig icon won't go in the right frickin' spot. Where does it go? At least one component is needed. Maybe I haven't specified a component? What's a component? Components. Dig is a component.
Are we going to destroy the spawner?
No. I just want to stop it from spawning. I figured the zombie spawner under our base, the skeleton spawner over here, not only for you, but also for me, it would be helpful to keep those around. Because, well, if nothing else, because we can use them to spawn things.
And I'm curious if I can get life points from them.
Oh, I think so. I mean, not from the spawner, but from the creatures it spawns. I don't see why not. Oh, it goes down in that field. Okay, that was completely That was completely not where I thought that would go. What would I call that dig spell? Dirt punch.
Just make a whole bunch of iron gear, I guess.
Yeah, I would recommend at least iron chest piece. I mean, it's a lot of skeletons. I tried going down there, but the rain of arrows convinced me not to. Even with my nifty sword. But we do have a lot of iron now, so I am going to go ahead and... I don't feel so bad about making a couple of pieces of armor. I'm trying not to make too many pieces, because it's hideous. Sorry, but it is. But I'm trying to set that aside. Because eventually I'm going to make armor that is, you know, infused with like magic and stuff. And I don't really want to build a whole set of iron gear if I don't need to, but you know, chest and legs, sure. Alright, let's go see what we can do about this.
Alright.
Actually, let me dump some of this stuff off because I happen to be carrying a lot of things. And it would be a shame if something were to happen to it. Like, I don't need 24 pieces of iron. I grabbed some torches. I'll bring some cobble and stuff like that. That's fine.
Oh yeah, I should probably bring some torches.
Bring
It's
some
another
food.
thing I didn't think about that I
Torches.
lost in the death.
Yep. Torches, food. Really, that ought to do it. It's just skeletons. I don't think we need to use the golden apples we found by any means.
I wonder if I was holding those.
God, I hope not. How many do we have left? We have 13 in this chest. So
Probably not.
Then you weren't, I don't think, because we got 16 and each of us ate 1 or 2. All right, let's go.